Today, I'm going to talk about the post-war years, more specifically Uranus in Cancer, from about 1949 to 1956. I'm going to do an astrological analysis of roughly those years. Here's some mid-century astrological insight. Remember, the stars incline, they do not impede, so there are no truly right or wrong answers, just possibilities and probabilities. Now, Uranus is the planet of surprise. It is the planet of surprise and unknown changes. Uranus tends to rebel against the status quo and brings change to any state of being. Uranus is the rebel. In all forms, change is needed in order to progress. We must invite change, or the present state of being becomes stagnant or stale. Cancer. Home is where the heart is, they say. Now these folks are deeply tied to their home and their roots. They are the mothering, nurturing type. Anything to do with home and family, homelands, or starting a family belongs in the house of Cancer, which is the fourth. These folks also love to cook and are great intuitive feelers. Cancer naturally rules the house and home and is ruled itself by the moon, the symbol for mother. Uranus, change, reform, and rebellion, was in Cancer, ruling the home, from about roughly 1949 until 1956. And domestic affairs did indeed change greatly in the post-World War II years, particularly in the late 1940s and into the early 1950s and on. The modern suburb was making its mark on the landscape all over the world and entering its golden age. Whether it was ranch houses in America or new towns in Britain, homes and the way we lived were in a transformation stage. Curved streets really took off, along with two-car garages and big picture windows. They were starting to take off on the residential landscape, especially in those years, a landscape that would change forever. The way we lived and consumed in our homes was also changing, with TV dinners and ready-to-cook foods. Large shopping plazas with ample free parking and one-stop shopping as never seen before served this new suburbanite in this environment. Technological gadgets inside the home were coming into their own as well. Young mothers, and fathers for that matter, enjoyed creature comforts that their parents and grandparents before them never even thought of. Mixers, automatic fridges and ranges, washers, dryers, and new dishwashers were to be on display for the first time in newly formatted laid-out department stores with buy on credit, pay later signs. Technology changed the layout of the family home forever. Uranus rules technology and all things progressive. In came the television set. Sure, it may have been conceived in the decade prior, Uranus, technology, and Gemini before. That's communication, messages, and the medium, but that's another story. But the television set didn't really infiltrate the modern home ruled by Cancer until the late 1940s and especially into the 1950s. Uranus, technology, and Cancer home change energy again. Styles of homes also changed and went into production noticeably during this period. Notice Tudor and Victorian and brownstones giving way to ranch and Cape Cod styles. The Levittown development near Philadelphia, on the east coast of the United States, for example. New modern apartment blocks were going up all over the world. After the war, progress had stepped in along with a booming economy. Even the layout of the streets really took off and changed drastically in residential areas during this period. The grid pattern, starting in the 1940s, gave way to crescents and bays. That's Uranus and Cancer again. As Uranus change entered the cusp of Cancer, That's when the modern suburb, with its new street layouts, styles of homes, and technological gadgets in the home, began to really take off and really take form. Just some food for thought. Peace out.